Hello and welcome. There we go. Hello and welcome to our painting stream. Sorry for the technical issues. It looks like everything is working now, which is nice. This is Dice and Dungeons. We do our painting stream that you're watching here. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 10 a.m. Eastern to 2 p.m. typically, depending on how long things go. Had a few technical glitches this morning, but it seems like it's sorted out now. So, here we are. Today I'm going to be working on this big, I don't know if it's an ogre or a troll. I'm going to do green skin though, because that'll be more visually interesting. So I guess maybe more troll. I guess it's more ogre shaped though. So. And we have a guest cat on the show. So I was just gathering up all my paints that I want to use for this. I'm just selecting my green. Right. Something like that. That's a nice darkish green. So he's a pretty simple model that we're going to be doing today. Pretty straightforward, not a lot of fancy gear or anything. So we're going to just go through it and sort of see how it goes, really. And I might start with the mouth. Because that's going to be a little on the messier side to get in there. He has nice big fangs. But we'll start with the mouth and sort of work out from there. And then I'll probably do a nice big base coat on the main body. What I'm gonna do is start with just a tiny drop of black paint, just to darken the inside of the mouth here. Okay, brush selection. I was at a wedding yesterday, so I'm kind of tired today. So we'll see how this goes. Let's move up and out of one. I'm just gonna get it up inside the mouth. This is our 3D printer does pretty nice detail. I just want to get this area darkened in. And then we'll hit the tongue with some red. I have a very dark red. And then after we do the skin all around the face, I'll probably do the teeth after that. So he'll look a little funny in the mouth for a while. Good morning, Rose. Just gonna work in this little tongue bit. Pretty subtle. I don't even know if it can be picked up on camera, but it's gonna be behind his big chompers. So we'll just see. But I'll know it's there. So, to do his skin, which is gonna be, you know, obviously he's not very heavily clothed. Hi, ich bin's aka Fallen K. Good, how are you? The skin's gonna make up the bulk of this guy, so we're gonna get that base coat on. And yeah, we'll get some good coverage with this. And then we can clean up around it. Oh, good. You had a you had a D&D session last weekend. What class do you play? I haven't used this green before. I want to check it out. It might be a little too dark because I'm going to do a wash, which will darken it up. So I'm gonna swap my green, do a goblin green. Oh, nice. DMing and playing, that's pretty great. Get the best of both worlds. Yeah, he must you know, maybe he does have pretty nice boots. They're like fur cuffed boots. Maybe he beat up a wizard and they're like boots that magically resize to fit the person. That's my guess. So I'm just gonna get a nice green base coat on this guy. I haven't used this paint in a long time, so it's a little, it might need a little more mixing. He has to sell everything for the boots, yeah. All of his money went towards boots. He's just very boot focused. It's character depth for a monster that's gonna just be... No wizard's gonna have nice boots without arcane symbols. That's very true. Might be a little better consistency-wise. I have not used this paint in a long time, so it needs a little revivify. Yeah, it's a little less like chartreuse now. The old guy would start a half-hour ramble about boots by now. I know. I wonder what happened to him. This is a nice sort of yellow green. Which should take the wash fairly well. One word of comment and it's boots. He just goes in with like bloody gold. A huge like bloody sack of gold into like town. Walks up to the cobbler and just goes, boots, and drops this huge bag of money. And then just stares until the boots are ready. A boot, like that. He'll bring boot styles from people that he killed as like examples, but they still have like feet in them. Like a giant that casts reduced person on himself so he can go shopping for. He has like little 10-minute spurts of shopping. Or does he just find like right before it ends he recasts it until he's out of spell slots? And they're always like, why are you buying such big clothes? I got a little on the wristband, but that's fine, I'll just paint over it later. Like, yeah, it's a really rapid shopping trip. Just like, all right, I need everything on this list real fast. Once my character has so many stackable ways of reducing their height to go beyond smallest. Wow. Did you start with a pixie? Or were you like a human that just kept shrinking? You start with one of the small size, like halfling or gnome or something. Yeah. Just to get a little start. It's pretty fun. The guards interpret this as a threat and respond negatively. Unfortunately, explaining the situation with all the interruptions results in one casting has to try and recast in the shop. However, the guards don't like this sort of spell casting, and he's interrupted. Inevitably, there's a hole in the roof. Exactly. So, and then he goes, "See, I told you guys." Jeez. Oh, I've been delivered coffee. They think he cast in large person. How do giant wizards cast spells without reading? Is it like an oral tradition? They just passed spells down? Which would be kind of a cool concept. Okay, we have our green upper torso. We'll need to do the hands and legs next. Oh, just all giants aren't taught to read. Specifically because of shopping trip incidents. But then, like, be a cool day. Do you have the difference between sorcerers and wizards was just verbal versus written? So a sorcerer spells always have a little inconsistency resulting in mild variance of the casting. Yeah, that would be pretty fun. Or like, so like there's like regional differences, like so like, oh, like the way they do this spell here in this region results in like purple magic missiles as opposed to blue. Or like, instead of a fireball, it ends up being like a lightning ball and does like lightning damage instead. I like the idea of like regional and cultural variations on spells. Oh yeah, we have to do a flip. That was a sad flip. There we go. And I gotta hydrate, so... I mean, coffee is sort of hydrating. It's technically liquid. Now we're having a pretzel day. It's a non-hydrating fluid. Like, if I just ran, like, a big marathon, I don't think I'd chug coffee. But, you know, I think it counts. Coffee with salt water. Oh yeah, we're like right next to the ocean. And that's the only reason. Yes, this is now Shrek. You asked for it, now you get Shrek. I do think you asked why my changeling didn't turn into Shrek. Oh. Yeah, you're like searching through like rule books and stuff. You're like, I know this is somewhere. Well, then it's off-brand Shrek, because you didn't spend any points. It's not real Shrek. Yeah, he has really great boots. Maybe I was gonna do the boots in like leather, just like a leather brown with like a fur cuff. Uh-oh. Now we have a Shrek. An official Shrek. A big beef Shrek boy. Well, we determined he spends all the money that he gets from like robbing caravans or whatever Shrek does to buy boots in town. So this is now, because of that point redemption, this is officially Shrek. Come at me, DreamWorks. I'll write the name on the bottom. Hold on. Yeah. Let's see. So, the official name I got was Big Beef Shrek okay. And then we'll put a trademark on it. There you go. Oh, I have an alarm going on. Gold boots for the boot boy. Could maybe do gold. Just disable that alarm. Alright. Well, we'll get to the boots at near the end. We'll save it for like the finale. When he attacks a caravan, it creates a minor illusion spell. And it starts playing Smash Mouth Hit All-Star. There you go. I'm sure we can add all sorts of stupid to him. Now, I do have to stress this guy might... Hi, Albrogger. This guy might actually appear on the show at some point as a baddie on our D&D stream. I don't know where or when, but Big Beef Shrek Boy might make an appearance at some point. You misremembered. I hate it when that happens. Purple fishnetting colors. As close as a club. That's... I don't know if I feel like trying to freehand fishnets on an ogre troll? Ogre. Shrek is an ogre. Okay, I think I have all the skin base coated on here. Just the basics of our skin tone. I might put the base on the club. Also, how would I do a glow stick? I don't have glow in the dark paint. Yeah, that's true. I kind of intended for this guy to be sort of a generic ogre slash troll for, like, just as a generic baddie. I felt like he was a little more troll-y. Troll-ish? Troll-esque. But yeah, it is... Warhammer is definitely green for orc, and yeah, technically like the gray yellow is a little more accurate lore wise to traditional D&D. Yes, he's way too big to be an orc. He's definitely an ogre or a troll, and I think D&D terms, he's probably a troll. Shrek terms, he's an ogre. Warhammer, he would be... They have giants, I know, but do they? I forget. I haven't played ogre in a long time. I mean, if we're going D&D lore, the skin color is troll. For sure. I haven't played Warhammer since high school, so I don't remember. And even I played Lizardmen, so I don't remember all of the different Warhammer. So you'd be an ogre in Warhammer. That sounds right. And if he had another head, he'd be an Etten. There's a lot of fantasy classifications for big green guys. Like, this guy's a big green guy. Yeah. That's what he is. I mostly went with green because it's more visually interesting than doing like a beige with wood and leather. Like, he doesn't have a lot. I feel like the good ogre models have like, you know, like sashes and like heads and weapons all over them and stuff to sort of set off the more gray beige skin tone of a D&D Ogre. But since this guy's fairly, other than his amazing boots, he's pretty simple, I thought the green would be a little more visually interesting. And that's realistically why I went with green. But now he's a Shrek because I chose green officially. Okay. Have a good meeting. I did see that. I'll pull it up again so I can comment better on it. Not that people at home can see. Oh yeah, see, that's a really good hill giant. That's the way I like that a lot. When you're doing more of that yellow beige skin, gray, that lighter skin that's not bright green. He has like all those like metal bits on him and a big beard and stuff. That really like sort of sets off the model. And since this guy's very bare bones in his design, it's a nice design, but you know, he's basically just a loincloth and a club. I felt like going with that skin color would be a little less interesting. So that's really my sole reason for choosing green. Yeah, this is Vallejo's Goblin Green that I used. There's this refractive green, it's also Vallejo. It's a little darker, it might be more up your alley. Let's see what it looks like. It's like, there it is. So that's the Goblin Green. And this is almost like it's a little hard to see on the camera. It's definitely green, but it's like very olive dark. I was considering using this one for him, but I'm doing a wash on him, so it's gonna gray out already. I was gonna do this guy in speed paints, but I realized we don't have all the speed paint colors I want. Oh, nice. Speed paint camo cloak for green skin, yeah. good one. Yeah. I was gonna do him in speed paints, but we only got like a starter set to try him out. I'd never used them before. And I didn't want to, I didn't have all the colors I wanted for like the mouth and stuff, so I ended up just going the old way. Let's see. What brush? Yeah, alright. So I'm gonna do the leather brown now. You just got the last colors for the complete set. That's really nice. I think we got a starter set that has like, I want to say 8 to 10 colors. Yeah, we have like 10 colors. So 94 is gives you a lot more options. Yeah. Well, I gave this guy a nice light gray primer, thinking I was gonna do speed paints on it, but when I was going through the color options we had, I was just like, not quite what I want. We could probably get, yeah. Oh, you do Zenithal? I always pronounce that wrong. And then dry brush with white. Yeah, I really like that technique a lot. I've been playing with it a little bit in my spare time, and speed paints are very cool. Especially when you do all that underwork like that. I know there's other brands like, and Speed Paint's the Army Painter specific one, and that's what we got our test paints in. I can't bring myself to pay Citadel prices for paints, especially their contrast paints. Also, I don't do Warhammer, so I don't feel like highly compelled to buy into the Games Workshop market. Yeah, GM colors are expensive and the contrast paints are inconsistent. Yeah, that's what I've heard. Like, if you're gonna drop the money for the, like, contrast paint, like, at least, they should at least be consistent between them. Like, if I'm paying for a premium product, I want it to be premium. Of course, I've never actually tried them, so, you know, if there's a Games Workshop fan out there, you know, don't come at me. I'm just repeating what I've heard online. That figures. I got a tiny spot on the end of his club. But that's what touch up is for. There we go. There's some cool and good contrast paints, yeah, but most of them are bad. You have about 20 of them and you use maybe 5. Yeah. That's the thing, is like, also they don't store as long from my understanding, so it's like, if you're not using them regularly, like, it's not worth it. Because they're a little more temperamental than just standard acrylics. Oh, have fun getting groceries. Have a good evening. Thanks for popping on. Thanks. Okay, getting these wrist cuffs on. Now I'm gonna do the edge. I'll probably need to clean up some arms and hands and stuff, but that's not a problem, really. I'll try and be as gentle as possible with the paint, though. Thinking of phrases for Big Beef Shrek Boy would say before attacking, and you only know, you don't, I know the entirety of All Star by heart, and you only know a single lyric, what somebody once told me. Ooh, you are so basic. You just do somebody, and that's it. And then you're done. I mean, I'm not gonna sing a copyrighted song on stream or anything, but, you know, you'll just have to take my word for it. Oh, you have the once told me part as well. After he stabs someone through the chest, he's like, "The meteor man begs to differ, judging by the hole in your satellite picture." What I need to go with this ogre troll is a donkey mini. I have horses, I don't think I have a donkey. Donkeys and mules. We have the technology. When they're about to go swimming swim across like a river or something, he goes, "The ice we skate is getting pretty thin, the water's getting warm, so we might as well swim." When describing someone, he goes, "She was looking kind of dumb with her finger and her thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead." Doing the loincloth here is like both a lot of stuff you just want to paint quickly and trying to be semi-careful as you go around. Can I print out 3 more and give them different accent colors, like the turtles? But they're all named after different members. I don't know the names of the people in Smash Mouth. Though they are true artists, just like Raphael, Donatello, Leonardo, and Michelangelo. That's a spot I'll have to touch up. I missed a little. But there's several spots I need to do skin tone touch up, so I'll just catalog that away. Hopefully. As another spot. Yeah, this is a tricky part. Getting the underside of the loincloth. And generally speaking, if you can't really reach it, you generally can't see it. So I'm not like gonna be completely focused on maximizing. My coverage. Trying to not screw this up too much. Okay, now we're gonna be going between the legs to try and get that underside right back there. Luckily, he's a little open-legged here, which makes it a little easier. Guy's anger is probably an imbalance of tea. Just like way too much. Or he's going on a rampage because he waited up all night to get the new drop of Supreme sneakers, but they sold out right before he got in. I'm going to quickly do some touch up on some of the skin spots. Well, my green is still relatively fresh. I saw that there needed a spot. I know there's a little bit on the palm where the wood. Pull it over. Those aren't official air Bahamads, no. He got, they're just, off-brand. That's why he's so upset. Because he's like, I can't let people see me in this. I'll have to destroy. There's not a supreme parallel in the game world yet. Yeah, I know, right? I think that's called an opportunity, Nines. Okay, this is a little bit delicate, this touch up, because I don't want to have to touch up more. Where I tried to touch up and screw things up. There's a little on the back of the thigh here. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to do the spikes so that I can touch up the wood if needed. There's a little spot on the end of the club here that needs a touch up. And there'll probably be another spot or two around them. I'm going with this dark gray, dark silver for the spikes. It's a gunmetal, technically. But, you know, I figure he doesn't have super fancy, well-kept metal. And then when I do the smoky ink wash on his club, Turbo Teen, he's more of a Turbo Teen Ogre. When I do the smoky wash on this club, I'll probably go over the metal part as well to give it sort of a rust effect. Size, I think, typically. Size is the difference. No, that's that coffin. But you gotta... They're kicking Corncob TV off. Ogres have the regeneration perks. Aren't trolls the regenerators? Yeah, it's trolls. Sorry for calling you out. Nine's Eyes gets upset with me when I'm like... When Lexi's like, okay, I'm going to hit you with like... I don't know, a fireball and gonna do 3d6 damage. I'm like, I believe it's actually 66 damage. Yeah, and he's like, shut up. Ogres ogres are kind of like small giants in some ways. I think the ogre's advantage over the troll is they typically have a chance at being more intelligent than the trolls. Like, they're not... But, because, like, in some media and stuff, you do get, like, ogre mages and spellcasters that are ogres and stuff like that. Whereas troll spellcasters are much less common. So, like, access to magic might be sort of their offset as an ogre. And in similar vein, giants sometimes get access to magic as well. You don't typically see trolls casting spells, though. So I'm gonna touch up the club next, and then I'm gonna work on the face a bit. I gotta do the teeth and the eyes, which will be a little tricky. But he's coming along here. Saving the boots for last. Also, because I'm holding him by the boots a lot. I don't want to smudge the paint. Here. I'm doing this sort of light beige for my my wood, because when the smoky ink wash goes on top, it looks really, really rich and good. Clean up around the spikes a little. There wasn't like a super well defined end point for where the spikes stopped and the club began, so I just sort of winged it a little. Seems alright. And could have done the spikes in like a bone, like he did like teeth or something, but I don't know. Just sort of felt my... Did you correct me on ogres again when I wandered out? Yeah, I might have. Yeah, we're getting... Yeah, I know. I could have done like big shark teeth or something, but I don't know, I was feeling metal. Like rusty metal. Add that like fear of tetanus to the fight. But what we will do is move on to his teeth. An ogre. You want to know the real truth about an ogre? Like, some people think that ogres are sort of a generic mythological creature that came out of Ireland in the medieval times, but the reality is that ogres are like onions, and they have layers, and they live in swamps, and they want to just be left alone, and sometimes a donkey just shows up out of nowhere and will not leave, a talking donkey, and ends up sort of forcing him to go on a quest because these villagers are collecting magical creatures for some reason under the orders of some tiny lord guy, maybe like a Lord Farquaad. And oh, good luck. Do you do 46 drop lowest? Or what's your method for stat rolling? I was just retelling all of Shrek to annoy Medicinal Shy Guy. Yeah, that's what we like. Sometimes, depending on the setting, we'll do 46 drop lowest, and if we want it to be slightly higher, you didn't ask for the ogre's journey through life. You just wanted to know what's on its birth certificate. Big Beef Shrek Boy TM is on its birth certificate. For high-powered campaigns, sometimes we'll do 46 drop lowest, but do 2 sets of them, and then you can choose one of the 2 sets. Just to even things out a little. But yeah, 46 drop lowest is what we typically do. So good luck. May you have many 18s. The big advantage of Point Buy, and why I think it's not a bad system at all, is that it makes it so all the characters in the campaign are like evenly powered. Sometimes you can, if you have bad luck, just be like, okay, well, I rolled 3 18s, and then the other player's like, I have all 8s. You were disappointed when you rolled because you expected him to be dumber. Yeah, you only have a -1 on 9s, right? On your intelligence. You were expecting like a -2. Okay, set this guy on his back a little. Yeah, it's good for balancing and producing characters with penalties for roleplay. Yeah, like, Point Buy is probably a better system, but, you know, rolling dice is fun. That's my main argument for rolling over Point Buy, is that rolling dice is fun. I'm applying the teeth. Randomizing the score that's used for magic creates more diversity in character. Yeah. That's actually a very nice array. It's sort of only one negative stat. There's not like a huge peak, but you know, 16 for your main stat is pretty good. It's very consistent. You got 16, 15, 14, 13. Oh, there's 2 14s. Yeah. 8 in Constitution. No matter what the class is. Barbarian. Barbarian's fun. If you go with the barbarian that like stays up until his rage ends, basically, it doesn't matter how high your health is. Right? We're gonna do the eyes next. If you haven't had one of your last 5 characters die, it's time for a handicap. Starting HP of literally 0, so you just immediately die. A reverse barbarian, basically. So, I put some black where the eyes are. And then we're going to put, I'm gonna do a little red dot, like a maybe orange dot on the as a pupil, and then we're gonna go in with green again to sort of You had to cast things to give him temporary hit points. That's pretty funny. Not too bad. Obviously, I need to clean up around the eye. But yeah, sort of a bright orange eye iris. It'll stand out a little. You put the 8 in intelligence. Oh, what race are you playing? This barbarian? Really? Gotcha. Okay, I think the time has come on our Shrek boy here. The best thing with a low int character is when you accidentally come up with like a really good plan. What edition are you playing? Oh, Pathfinder 1E. Gotcha. Yeah. You and Medicinal Shy Guy are... Medicinal Shy Guy loves making a million characters and playing Pathfinder 1E. So, you're both, you found your soulmates. I think the time has come for the boots. I got pretty much all of the base on there. And then we'll take a short break once the boots are on to let it dry. And then we'll come back and finish with a wash. It's a very simple sort of figure. Let's see. because he likes boots. I am doing purple boots. I hope that's fair enough, at least. Now I have to decide the cuff color. While you guys discuss your Pathfinder builds. Okay. Getting the purple on the boot. Now we're doing the cuff. It's pretty true medicinal, Shy Guy. Okay, I'll stretch. Yeah, it's like a match made in heaven there. From the sounds of it. Alright. Yeah, you can work out some. I think you can DM in Twitch. Get in like a Discord or something. So you can get some games going. Okay, now I'm just gonna do some cleanup on the boots. Yeah, I've been in a couple of our specials. Which are on our YouTube page, Tyson Dungeons. Yeah, rootin' tootin' varmint shootin' adventures in the wild, wild, wild animal west. Yeah, you can promote that. I don't think we're really competing. I don't know, I don't really think of shows as competing since you can watch both. Yeah, in the varmint shooting one, you're an armadillo scientist. I'm a jackalope sharpshooter. We have a mouse sheriff and a raccoon mountain man. If you just YouTube Dyson Dungeons. When are we doing, like, yeah, I feel like there's definitely room for a Rootin' Tootin' sequel. So, she'll need to get that rolling at some point. For some reason, our summers get really busy. I guess it's being able to, like, work outside or something, but I think there's definitely space. Yeah. Go ahead and share it. That's totally fine. Thank you for asking. This stream will go on YouTube though, just so you're aware if you don't want it put up on YouTube. We usually put our painting streams up on YouTube later. So you might, if you don't want it up on YouTube, then I would suggest maybe putting it in like a DM or something. You can also, who or whoever really, you can share the Dyson Dungeons Discord and connect through there as well, if you want. I just didn't want you throwing your name up there without a fair warning that we put the episodes on YouTube. Okay, the boots are looking nice enough. So what I'm gonna do is let this guy dry. I'm gonna take a little break while the paint base coat dries on him, and when we come back, yeah, I think you are. When we come back, we will give him a wash to finish him out, and then maybe just paint the base on the little stand on him. But I don't want to wash on a wet figure, so I'm going to let it dry and be right back. Thanks for watching so far. I'll be back in a little bit. Hi, welcome back. Oh. Hi, welcome back. Don't know why I went to that. Alright. Getting my painting glove back up. So, had a little break. This guy's had a chance to dry mostly. Our little troll ogre friend. And now we're gonna finish him up by doing a wash. So I think the plan here for the loincloth, the wristband, and the club and maybe the cuffs on the boots. Yes, I've returned. We are going to be doing a smoky ink wash. And then for the rest of the body and the boots down here, we're going to do a fairly light black wash. Maybe a gray wash, actually. Just to tone him in a little. And everything like that. So we're going to start. Should have a wristband that says he's over 21, can re-enter a club because he paid his entry fee. Oh, because of the wristbands. Gotcha. Yes, very... I'm going to start with the smoky ink, which is my sort of brown. Get it nicely mixed. We'll use this brush. The wash portion here is really gonna make this guy pop, who's a little flat right now. I'm just going to be a little gentle with the brush where it comes up against the area I'm going to wash in a different color. And I'm going to carry this smoky ink wash onto the metal spikes as well, because he does not keep this weapon up. It's a little rusty. That makes it a nice rich color. This smoky ink. Yeah, there's this club. Looking pretty good. And I'll probably take the little bit of the silver and just dry brush back over to make them look a little worn. I might do some dry brush finishing on several parts of this guy. But for now, we're going to keep getting him all washed. Get the leather looking nice and aged and worn. And then what you can do is once you have the wash put on, you can bring back some highlights by doing a little targeted dry brushing over the top. That looks a lot better, I think, than this sort of flat orangish brown. And once we get that all in, we'll do the skin in a gray. But we have another wristband, his loincloth, which will take a minute, and then the cuffs to do in this sort of dark brown. Knocking over my cup. Oh. We had a secret cameo. So it's okay if the cuffs are a little dark at this point, if the leather looks a little dark, because I am going to highlight back over it. But I just want to get our colors looking good. Good contrast developed. This is also going to give us a lot of variation, which is pleasing to the eye generally. Not having a very flat, consistent look can look a little boring. So by doing this, it gives, there's a lot of very dark spot, very light spot. Sort of breaks it all up. Nice. Getting a bit of the underside there, just so if it does show, it doesn't look too out of place. Alright, so I'm gonna actually do the gray wash on the cuffs. I think that'll look nice. Thank you. So we're gonna switch to the skin and boots now. While his leather bits and wood bits dry. And then we'll finish up by just doing a little highlighting, which is pretty straightforward. So I have a gray wash. We'll try that. Giving it a good shake. See how far that gray wash takes us. Alright. And so we have a fairly large volume here. I'm going to use a large-ish brush. The gray wash is fairly subtle, so it's not gonna drastically change the green, but it's just gonna add some sort of shadow effects in places. That way we keep some of this like nice bright greenish color while also creating some shaping, giving some visual points. Not quite so dramatic as the smoky ink. And you know, if I wanna, I'm sort of going over it, I might actually make it a black wash to really bring it out if I'm going to be highlighting. So let me actually toss a little black wash in with the gray to create sort of a light gray, a dark gray wash, since I have it out already. And if we do that, you can see there's a much more drastic effect. Just to get the contrast bumped up a little more. I was feeling it was very subtle, and I want them to look a little more menacing, a little darker. Okay. So once we get the rest of this wash on, I'm going to do a little highlighting on the leather, but I might end up having to wait until it is dry, actually. So what I'm gonna do is just do a little spot washing. Just to darken in a couple spots. And I might end up just calling it here because to do the highlights, I need them to be fairly dry, and the wash can take a little bit of time. But overall, he's looking pretty much how I want. I'm not rotating him up. We already named him. He can't be changed now. It's Big Beef Shrek Boy. So we're going to, I think, call it here. Let him dry, and then we'll highlight him later after he's had a good long time to dry, because he's moist right now. Shiny. But this brings out a lot of the contour, and what a speed paint would typically do is all of what I just did in one brush. I'm being reminded to plug Submarine Wednesday, which will be back. Greg will be back doing Submarine Wednesday. And we stream this show Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays around 10 a.m. Eastern to 2 p.m. Eastern. We're ending early today just because I don't have anything else to do right now. And our main stream, our D&D stream, is 2 p.m. Eastern on Sundays. And you can find pretty much everything we ever stream on our YouTube channel at Dice and Dungeons. Just search for that. Yeah, so check us out. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in today. Cleaning off some brushes. Yeah, we love you. Goodbye.